Your past, your situation, it didn't happen to you. It happened for you. You gotta just be able to dissect what happened, bro. Dissect the situation of what happened, then reverse engineer on where you are today and where you were. And that should be a play within itself. You can package that, undevelop that. That's gonna show you where you need to go. That shit gonna show you where you need to go. I ain't waiting on nobody. Bro, I'm wired this way. I'm not waiting on nobody. Sometimes you gotta bend the rule. Sometimes you gotta stress the truth. I was on the job one time, and this is when I first started. This cat. So I was firewatch, y'all know this shit. And I working, and I kept telling the guys I went to school for pipe fitting. You know, I got a 6 month certification out of Jones Junior College out in Leesville. And the guys was like, okay, well, you got that, bro. You should be over on the pipe side. I was working with an electrical company, and I couldn't do number firewatch. So what happened was they knew there were recs being put out, and they told me to go back and reapply. So I went to the trailer, bruh. I get to the trailer and I say, yeah, I'm here, to apply for the pipe fitter job for performance. My favorite performance out in Kemper County. And I told these people that I had no experience, just got out of college, right? I mean, or just got out of that training. And this was so wild about it, bro. I did the exact same thing when I first got there. Exact same thing. And guess what? We can't have it. Bro, they were saying you need to have 5 years experience, bro. Hardly anybody had 5 years experience. You had to stress the truth. So I ended up going back, sitting there. Now these people looking at me like, bro, dude ain't no pipe fitter, man. He ain't going to pipe fitter class. He don't know no better. And I remember seeing this black general foreman, older guy, and I talked to him. I said, man, how did you get to where you are? And he said, bro, he said, well, they called me out here. What? So he ended up getting wrecked in, just from way back. He probably already was a beast in his day. And I said, yeah. I said, man, I got this class. I do this, and I was going out. He said, well, yo, man, sometimes you gotta stress the truth. True. What you talking about? It dawned on me. I started peeping game. There were people out there that wasn't smarter than me. There was people out there that didn't know the techniques and stuff that I knew about pipe fitting. And that next job, guess what? Stress the truth. And I was coming straight out the gate. Straight out the gate getting a bag, out in Texas at an LNG gas plant back through, bro. Like, so you have to stress the truth sometime. But I'm saying this, dog, is you gotta start somewhere. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Stop doing the same shit over and over and over, bro. That's insanity. You ain't going nowhere with that. You ain't getting no results. It's over with. You need to repackage, nigga. Refigure out what you gotta do, man, and go in another direction.